Hello, welcome to your first 8th grade lesson. We're going to start with our real numbers systems, and we're going to specifically focus for Unit 1, Day 1 on the learning objective of 8-2b, which is where you're going to be able to convert numbers between squares and square roots. In 6th grade, you learned about exponents and how to raise a number to the power of 2, which is called squaring a number. Perfect squares is when a number created by multiplying a whole number by itself. It is also called a square number, and an example of that is 3 squared, which is the same as 3 times 3, or in 8th grade, we are going to put 3 squared. You also practiced using square models. So you would have a 3 by 3 grid. And if you completed the 3 by 3 grid, you will see you actually have 9 squares altogether inside that grid. Now, I have gone ahead and completed some of these notes for you in blue, and they're also completed on your paper. The reason I'm doing that is because we already covered how to square and how to find square roots when we did a lot of our calculator drills. And so we're going to have a very short and sweet lesson here. We're going to review how to square, and then you will be expected to complete all of these. These are what your homework is. You're going to complete the rest of these on your own. And let's review these first ones right here. Okay. So if you have 1 squared, that simply means 1 times 1, which equals 1. 2 squared is the base number of 2, and you're going to multiply the 2 by itself to equal 4. 3 squared, your base number is 3. You're going to do 3 times 3 for an equal of 9. Key the remaining of these into your calculator, please, as part of your homework, and I will check them in class. Now let's talk about square roots. The square root is the inverse or opposite of squaring a number. And when we were doing the calculator drills, I asked you what the opposite of up was, and you said down. I asked you what the opposite of left was, and you said right. And then I told you to think of it as opposites, inverse. So it's a yin and a yang. If you're not squaring, you're going to undo that square by doing the square root. So the square root is going to be represented, it represents by a radical. So this square root symbol is represented by a radical. For example, this symbol with 16 inside of it is read the square root of 16. To find the square root of the number, think what times itself is going to equal 16. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, and 3 times 3 is 9, but 4 times 4 is 16. So the square root of 16 is going to be 4. So please, like I said, just as a quick reminder, you're going to finish these for homework. I'm going to clear that up. And let's scroll on down to the bottom half of your notes, and we're going to focus on square roots. Just like we did with squaring, I have done an example for you. I have also written right here how to find that on your TI-84 graphing calculator. So it's going to be second and then x squared. That is how you pull up the square root symbol on your calculator. So if you key in your calculator square root and then you hit 1, you're going to get a 1. Again, let's do that with the 2. So hit second x squared, type 4 under the symbol, and you are going to see on your calculator that you have an answer of 2. And let's do one more. If you put second x squared 9 into your calculator, you are going to get an answer of 3. So I've done this first row for you. I need you to please answer the rest of these square root problems. Finally, down here at the very bottom, it says place the integers 1 through 10 on the number line. Place the following perfect squares on the number line above. Well, what is the square root of 1? 1. What is the square root of 4? Key it into your calculator and figure it out. The example that I did for you is the square root of 36. If you put in your calculator Second, x squared 36, enter. You're going to get a whole number or an integer of 6. So I have placed 6 on the number line, and up above it I put the original, what I keyed into my calculator, which is the square root of 36. Please complete the number line, answering and simplifying all of these square roots, and that will complete your homework. So your day one lesson is also your day one homework. I will check it when you come to class. And on the back page is lesson 2. It's going to be lesson Real Numbers Day 2. We will do that tomorrow in class, and we're going to continue focusing on approximating irrational numbers. Thank you. Please come see me if you have any questions, and that concludes your lesson. Please complete the rest of the problems for your homework. Thank you.